we almost had an IPO at the end of last year in the logistics sector. Would any of the members of the panel like to comment on whether we might see one this year?
The same one you mean, or another?
Yeah, a new one.
Blackstone, maybe? Logical. I mean, I think the appointment of nearly one of Joe's colleagues, Mo Berziger, as head of Blackstone's logistics company, I think is a clear sign of intent. I think there's no great secret that their sort of consolidation play is ultimately going to lead to an IPO. I mean, I don't know anything about it, so therefore I can talk freely about it. And so I think that's a strong candidate. And then P3, I think it's probably too soon for them to have another go. But I think Blackstone one might happen this year. I mean, you know, an IPO as an exit vehicle, they won't be able to sell outright 100%. They'll sell 30%, and then they'll retain a listing and then have secondary offerings. And so the exit period for them will probably be 2 to 3 years, I suspect, if they go the IPO route. And then, you know, you start to think, well, maybe, yeah, starting this year, 2-3 years in, total exit after 5-6 years. Well, that seems to make sense.
Yeah, I agree. I think in the future, but this year, I don't think the wider capital markets are there for IPOs. Not specific to the sector, just generally. And I wouldn't imagine there'll be too many others attempted. And I think there are better kind of capital reshuffle strategies going on that will be more effective in the next couple of quarters than that strategy.
So the impact of the sovereign wealth funds like Norge or from other parts of the world may be felt more this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I mean, if we have that, then if we have more of those sort of developments, then the sector's going to be more and more locked up in big platforms like the Norge one and Prologis. I mean, that's going to make it difficult for...
Potentially, yes. I think actually it'll also mean that there are smaller and mid-tier developers and investors who get teamed up with new capital partners. And you know, we know of new development groups coming out who are able to raise equity and debt on build-to-suit pipelines. You know, over 100 million euros worth of debt and equity on top, which again 12 months ago probably wouldn't be happening. So there's both ends of the scale, I think.